Hello student, I Dr. J. Shah, Head of the Department of Commerce. Today we will discuss dissolution of firm. This chapter is covered under Unit 5th of Financial Account of BCom first year. At present it is given in Unit 5th of Financial Account of BCom first year. I will not discuss about law, about case law of partnership. I am assuming that you know what is partnership, admission of partner, retirement of partner, date of partner, etc. I also would like to say, if you don't know admission, retirement of death or death of partner, you can also understand dissolution of firm. Now, let's see what is dissolution of firm. The term dissolution stands for discontinuation. Discontinuation is breakdown on continuation. If there is a breakdown on continuation of business, that will be dissolution. So dissolution of firm means discontinuation of business of firm. Under the Indian Partnership Act 1932, the dissolution may be either of partnership or of firm. It means there are two types of dissolution, dissolution of partnership and dissolution of firm. Both are different. Now come to first, dissolution of partnership. Dissolution of partnership refer to change in the existing relation of the partners. The firm continues its business. It means there will be, if there is change in a relation of the partners and business of firm continues, there will be dissolution of partnership. It may take place on admission, retirement, death, expulsion and insolvency of partner or change in the profit sharing ratio. It means if there is admission of new partner, retirement of existing partner, death of partner and expulsion of partner and insolvency of existing partner, and there is a change in profit sharing ratio, then there will be dissolution of firm. I repeat, if there is a change in relation, that will be dissolution of partnership. Now come to dissolution of firm. Dissolution of firm means a dissolution of partnership between all the partners of the firm along with termination of firm business. If there is a termination of business or partnership and the relation is, there is a total breakdown of a relation between amongst the partner, then there will be dissolution of firm. It means there will be change in relation along with the termination of firm business. Then there will be dissolution of firm. It may take place in any of the following ways. The ways are already described in section 40 to 44 of Indian Partnership Act 1932. Let's see what are the ways under Indian Partnership Act under section 40 to 44. Let's see. When all the partners agree to dissolve the firm, then there will be dissolution of firm under section 40. Next, compulsory dissolution under section 41. In this compulsory dissolution, there are two ways: on the insolvency of all partner or all except one. If there is an insolvency of all partner or all partner except one, then there will be also compulsory dissolution. Next is on business becoming unlawful. If business or firm become unlawful, then there will be compulsory dissolution under section 41. Under section 41, there are two ways. Now come to under section 42. Dissolution on happening of certain contingencies subject to contract between the partner, a firm is dissolved. Happening of certain contingencies and subject to contract between partners. What are the happening? First is the expiry of the term on which the firm was formed. If firm is formed for fixed period and period is over, there will be dissolution of firm. Next, under this category, the completion of venture or ventures for which the firm was formed. If firm is formed for completion of any venture, or you can say work, and work is finished, work is over, venture is completed, then there will be dissolution of firm under section 42 also. Under this category, next one is the death of a partner. If there is a death of partner, then there will be dissolution of firm under section 42. The adjudication of partner as insolvent. If any partner insolvent, due to this happening, the firm will dissolve. Next, when any one of partner gives a notice in writing to other partner in case of partnership at will. If partnership is formed at will and any partner has given written notice to dissolve the firm, then there will be dissolution of firm under happening of certain contingency. Next, section 44. Dissolution by court. Dissolution by court. First, insanity of partner. Second one, permanent incapacity of partner. Third, misconduct of or by a partner. Next one is persistent breach of agreement by partner. And last, second last in this category, transfer of interest by the partner and improbability of carrying on business except loss. Then last one, any other ground on which court is satisfied. Dissolution by court. Insanity of partner, it means if partner is not capable, then there will be dissolution. Permanent incapacity of partner, then there will be dissolution. Misconduct of or by the partner, there will be dissolution. Persistent breach of agreement by a partner. If any partner knowingly and continuously breaking the agreement, or you can say there is a breach of contract, then there will be dissolution by court. Then transfer of interest. If partner transfer his or her interest to any other person, there will be dissolution by court. Improbability of carrying on business. If there is not possible to carrying business of firm except loss, then there will be dissolution of firm. Last one, any other ground on which court is satisfied. If court is satisfied except these, then there will be also dissolution by court. In my next video, we will discuss about accounting resolution of form. Let's see.